Well, it's official. I should not be allowed on Facebook Marketplace because today it's time for an all new Ruts Rides. This one's just a lot smaller.
Here we go.
Yep, it's true. Here's the thing. I just love a good deal. And I realize that it's like a child with an after-school job. But check out my new ride. Ha ha ha, look at this monster, huh? Yeah, it got me a new hog. This here's a 2008 Yamaha Zuma 50. That's right, 50 cc's of fury. I love scooters. Okay, funny story. Here's my connection to scooters. When I was in college at a party once, I bought from my friend Mac Benson a Honda Spree for 50 bucks. It didn't run. I took it apart during the Georgia-Auburn game that year. Rebuilt the carburetor in my friend Jared's parents' house. They were out of town. And I put it back together. The thing ran great. I spray painted it. I put stud muffin on the side. And then when I was in marketing class at University of Georgia, I rode it into the classroom during a presentation. Smelled up the whole building. Everyone was mad except my team. We got an A. It was great. So I've always loved these things. Now some people call these DUI scooters, DUI scooters, or a liquor sickle, because if in most places, if someone loses their license because they had a DUI, a lot of people will go get one of these because it requires no license, no insurance, and no tag. So that's why back here it says Cycle World, which is a place I used to go in Athens, and a cool little shop. But I'm gonna level with you. It's been around the block a few times. This bad boy, if you look right here, 10,000 miles and a handful of zip ties to go with it. I bought it from a really nice guy who I think works on scooters a little bit. And it was here in Peachtree City. I took my helmet and I rode that bad boy home, but it purrs like a kitten, you know, like a two-stroke 2008 kitten. But check it out. Oh yeah, oh yeah, you hear that? You hear that growl? So it's interesting. I kind of think that someone has worked on this a little bit before. The clutch doesn't feel great, doesn't feel bad. But I can tell you this, it needs some loving. Here's what I think we ought to do. Because if you look at it, like right here, someone had some sort of sticker here, then they removed it, then they rattle canned it black. The graphics are interesting because I guess they were going for like a tribal vibe. It is a two-seater, which is really fun, but like there's a random screw right here holding the turn signal on. What I think I should do, I'm gonna take this bad boy apart. It definitely needs new grips, right? We've got to put something else on there. I think we could get some LEDs in here. I don't know exactly how yet. I'm gonna call my friends at the Retrofit Source, see if they've got maybe a motorcycle kit that I can make work on here. There are hop-up kits for these Yamaha Zumas. So I could put an exhaust pipe on there, I could jet the carb, do some mods to the airbox, because they are limited in theory if I was like Drew's size, who's holding the camera. If you were like 100 pounds, you can probably get this sucker all the way to 32 on flat ground. If you're like full-size human, you won't get there. So right now, I think it tops out at about 28. I've seen people, you can of course put like a GY6 conversion on here. You can do a ton of stuff, but I was really inspired. I've been watching a lot of videos from my buddy Danny Duncan, and he makes the Honda Ruckus look like a trampoline. So I was just looking, I found this one. The only thing I can really tell, outside of needing probably a paint job, which would be fun, and maybe replace some of the zip ties. Again, it was a quality zip tie job. I was impressed. Getting all the plastics back to black. Tires are still in decent shape. Might do some LED turn signals too. The mirror is funny. He went to replace the mirror and he couldn't get in the screw set because it's good and rounded out. Who knows? We're gonna have a little fun with it. There's a lot of scooter companies out there that make like hop-up parts for them, so you may see me flying around town. Plus, I was wearing my helmet that I wear in my Polaris RZR Pro R, And that one's pretty fun, but I may actually need to buy a new motorcycle helmet. All my stuff is like vintage for when I used to have bikes. Then I sold them because my family asked me not to have motorcycles anymore. And this is not a motorcycle, technically. Now, one fun thing where I live, there's all these golf cart paths, and the sign says you can't ride a motor-driven cycle on there. I gotta love with you. This is not a motor-driven cycle because this has an engine, not a motor. So I think legally I could fight it. I just don't think I'm gonna do it yet. I hope you like it. Tell me what color you think I should paint this bad boy. And when I say paint, I mean, you know I'm gonna spray paint it because there's no way I'm gonna spend real money on this bad boy. Oh, hey, before we go, two things. Number one, check out my new shirt. My friend Kevin and his team at Radical Design Company made this. It's on my website. I'll put the link below, therutledgewood.com. We got some really cool designs. So people were asking where are the new shirts. Here they are. Number two, don't forget to like, subscribe, share with your friends. If you've got a Yamaha Zuma, tell me what you did with it. Did you do the 70cc kit? Did you put a big pipe on there? And yes, I know I'll probably never look as cool as when I had like actual motorcycles, but that's kind of the joy of this one. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Get your motor running.